Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. We are PJJ students from UPM. As for today, we are going to make a video for subject BBI 2423, in which this video is going to be our first group discussion portfolio. My name is Naufal Mohamad Ali. My matrix number is J46168.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Farhan bin Makhlis. My matric number is J46191.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Safinaz binti Fauzi. Matric number J46166.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nazrul bin Anes. My matrix number J46160.
Our theme for today is cyberbullying, and our focus for today is peers play more important role in tackling cyberbullying. I start my discussion with introduction. Cyberbullying is identified as the intended and repeated harm inflicted through the use of computers, cell phone, social media, and other electronic devices. According to the study, about 84% children have access to the internet at home. Personally speaking, I am 100% agree along with this statement, which peers play important role in tackling this situation. My first point would be children find it easy talking or sharing problems among their friends. Because of the same age and feel more comfortable communication with their peers, the victims feel free to share the problem that they had, like cyberbullying. According to the article Cambridge Core in the book of the psychiatrist, young people are more likely to find it helpful to confide in peers. So, peers should grab this opportunity, try to give an advice to the victims. What is your perspective, Mr. Farhan?
I agree with Naufal. In my opinion, according to US Department of Health and Human Service in 2017, peers can be good support to the victim. Peers can intervene particularly to positively influence a situation where negative or harmful content caused about victim. For example, posting positive comment in social media about the person targeted with bullying to try to shift the conversation in a positive direction. Based on journal by Samir Hinduja in 2013, peers can be leaders to model positive choice. Peers mentoring program in school can offer solution to the victim and also make awareness among students. For example, student leaders can advising and counseling other students about issues affecting them. What is your view about this, Nazrul?
Yes, I strongly agree with the point given by Mrs. Naufal and Mr. Farhan. From my point of view, I believe that peers relationships have high impacts on the occurrence of cyberbullying. So, positive relationship among peers will help to reduce the tendency of cyberbullying among them. Okay, to put as an example, any misunderstanding of student will be settled in peaceful alternative, since positive peers will encourage and give advice to them.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt, but I have to say that I see things a bit differently. In my opinion, parents should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. It is because nowadays parents are much more sensitive to the sign and effect of bullying on their children. For instance, the awareness of bullying has increased dramatically in the 40 years since then always become the first to study childhood bullying. According to Anne Clarkson, digital parenting education specialist from University of Wisconsin, because of all this work, today's parents are much more sensitive to the signs and effects of bullying on their children. But parents may not know how their own behavior can affect bullying.
Sorry for the interrupting. To some extent, I personally agree with you, Miss Safinaz. As you are saying that awareness of cyberbullying is increasing at schools. As for me, I can say that parents and teachers are still lack of the knowledge and technical skills to help victims of cyberbullying. In addition, based on Samir Hinduja in the books of Cyberbullying of Identification, Prevention and Response, nowadays, parents often say that they don't have the time and knowledge, or even they don't have a time and knowledge to keep up with their kids' online behavior. Besides, they are pointing fingers to school on how on school that school should take the responsibility during the class time.
Okay, I hear you saying, Naufal, but I cannot agree if you said that parents lack of knowledge and time, because involvement parents also can reduce the impact of cyberbullying at home. So there are several factors that can reduce the impact. The first point is communication. Let me explain. According to Becky Martel, conversation is the first step to prevent bullying. Parents who talk with their children for as little as 15 minutes a day increase the probability that the child will come to them for help and advice. Otherwise, if parents discover that their child is being cyberbullied, parents should to offer comfort and support. Therefore, when parents talk directly about bullying, teens feel supported and learn strategies for responding to bullying, also increasing their ability to stand up for others. This statement is also stated by Becky.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Safinaz. You have a good point about communication between parents and their children to prevent bullying. But as mentioned by Naufal before, young people or children are more likely to find it helpful to confide in peers. This because they are afraid of their parents. For example, they are afraid loss of privilege to use mobile phone or internet access when they are talked about being cyberbullied.
I'm sorry, but I don't agree with Safinaz. From my point of view, I believe that peers can be a good support for the victim. A good support from peers help the victim to deal with the bully and also a solution to end it. For example, I give here, the peers can introduce a counseling for the victim besides create a report to the upper hand about the bullying.
Excuse me, may I add something here?
Can?
Mr. Nazrul, you have the same view with me. We can see peer support has proven to be an effective against traditional bullying. So, why not we use this method to tackle the cyberbullying? According to the social learning theory by Baidura, behavior of the person is affected by direct observation of other people's behavior. However, the peer support must one who has excellent skill in communication skill. For example, being empathic, which means understanding and responding to the affective state of the victims.
Alright, okay. Now allow me to add my second point. I think parents should to monitor their child to tackling the cyberbullying. For example, parents should to monitor children texts, apps, and computer history for evidence of bullying. Besides that, poor parental monitoring is consistently associated with a higher risk for young people to be involved in both traditional and cyberbullying, whether as perpetrator or target.
I agree with you in part, Safinaz. But according to article Cyber Psychology, Behavior and Social Networking in 2019, peers are available at any different age group, but parents only available when their children at home or when they are still studying in school. From the research, cyberbullying also happen from age 18 to 97 years old. Young adult, 18 to 25 years old, experience the highest level of cyberbullying with 40.5%. For example, parents cannot monitoring their children when they go to university or after they are start working. So for me, I strongly agree that peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying.
Do you think that a good idea, Miss Inas? Personally
Why
speaking,
not?
I believe, I believe that peers can help the victim by reporting the cyberbully to the enforcement because I believe that any changes of victim behavior or any occurrence of cyberbully issue on the internet, the classmate will be the first to know since they mingle among them daily.
Well, after listening all of your point, I completely agree that peer was an important role in tackling cyberbullying. Okay.
I think we have reached our conclusion here, and we have end our discussion based on our point just now, which are number one, young people feel more easy to communicate with their peers. Number two,
Yes.
peers can be the leader among their friends. And next is peers can make a report to enforce law. And number four is peer is one of the mentoring program such in school. In a nutshell, we are strongly agree and condone that peers play more important role in tackle cyberbullying.
Yes.
I
Okay.
think that's all from us. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
You.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.